It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and we've got the Panthers' second-year tight end. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again. First play, first pass for Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Fournette really solidified his place with the Bucs last season. He ran for over 800 yards and 8 touchdowns and caught an impressive 69 passes. Tampa made sure he stuck around, too, giving him a new 3-year contract.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 17 carries, 60 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I want to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Brady finding Otten once more. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something here on third down. Brady going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. last year's leading rusher in the NFL. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To throw is Fields. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Brady now on 1st down. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. Touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead grows to 10-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 5 catches, 71 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
To the air again, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Panthers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a close.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. A good pickup there at 22.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucsons are going to take over at their own 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ben Mason, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes our score 17-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Fields now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain. It's at to the 2-minute warning.
Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and...
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Good coverage on the outside. I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brady now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now Brady again. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Brady now to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop. And the rout is on here in this 1st half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Hang on here. They declined that. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough, a rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. They've won a few in the years following. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Up the middle, here's Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's the option play down to the left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Fields going to keep it once more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Personal foul. Unnecessary running.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Up the gut, Fournette, able to slither by. Jeremy Chin there defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing now is Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette, 27 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Fields.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, safeties. They're all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On third down, here's Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Fournette on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Fournette. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Inside handoff down to Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Holding. Defense.
Here's a give to Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette.
And some room to work. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's got some space here. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when opposed to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Leonard Fournette. And there he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another. This thing is ugly. Suck him for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Fields on first down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On first down, it's Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields. That caught by Tremble.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Throwing again is Fields.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, fans usually love to see scoring. And